No, I have that. I actually have a topic. I'm already live right now. So let me see. Hi everyone. Viktoriyaandoksana here. Let me see if anybody is watching this live. So let me know. And I would like to address a few things. Actually, let me wear my glasses because I can see better with my glasses. So if you're watching this video, comment under this video. But one thing I want to address a few things. So first of all, who I am is I'm a peer-reviewed published immunology scientist. In 2011, I co-authored a book chapter on HIV research. In 2013 through 2016, which is 10 years ago, I was awarded multiple awards for my research in immunology. So I'm a peer-reviewed published immunology scientist, and also over the last decade, we helped hundreds of people in 25 different countries to reverse all types of inflammatory diseases. So we have never, not once, ordered a lab test for hundreds of our clients in 25 different countries that we helped them already. And they were able to get the type of results that we published on this page within just a few weeks of us working together. And that's because your body does not need a lab test. It needs the right cellular environment that we help you create in order to be able to heal. So testing, it's actually, lab test is the biggest money trap in the functional medicine world because people spend thousands of dollars on tests, but they still feel terrible. And we actually skipped all of that, and our clients are able to heal faster because we have experience helping them recover in the last decade. So they work with us because they want our help, our feedback, and our guidance. And we help people figure out what are they doing that's still keeping them sick, or maybe what they have to optimize in order to be able to see better improvements in their health. So your inflammation marker on a lab report is just evidence of a bad cellular environment, and we help you fix the environment, and the marker fixes itself. That's what we do. And we know that because we've seen people who had prediabetes that went away in a few weeks. We had clients who had high cholesterol that normalized. We had clients who had high fatty liver enzymes that improved in just a few weeks of us working together. So that's what we know. Your labs improve by us helping you create the right environment where your cells can actually heal, and the labs normalize. So we never had to order any lab tests because our clients usually come to us, they already diagnosed with diabetes or high blood pressure or autoimmune disease, whether it's arthritis or Hashimoto's. And we have hundreds of clients results helping those with those type of cases, and the labs improve as well as your symptoms. So that's why programs that charge you for lab tests before they help you with anything, that's not a healthcare, that's actually a business model. We start healing on day one. No more lab testing, no more waiting. And we had clients, like many of our clients, they spent 6 years on thousands of dollars on lab tests. And then when we worked together, we didn't order any lab tests, they were able to recover. And we shared with you on this page what kind of results they were getting. People who actually worked with us. Okay, there's a lot of people who we talk to that we don't end up working together because either there's someone we cannot help, or we don't think they're going to be successful of us working together based on things that they've tried, or they're not the type of person that we can help. So that's why if you're tired of lab tests, tired of waiting for results just to feel the same, we start healing on day one. You can comment under this video, you can send us an email, viktoriyaandoksana@gmail.com, and our assistant will give you more information. Another thing I wanted to talk about is we actually had a client who joined a program with a man doctor. He's a male doctor, and she paid him $8,000, and she was still sick. And that male doctor, he made her eat fish and cheese all day long and buy a lot of different supplements and equipment, and she still was sick after working with him. So my question for you is, if I was a male doctor, if it was a man, would people take me more seriously? Because that doctor had only 5 client testimonials, but we have published over 500. So what I see is a lot of people trust a male doctor, or they trust somebody in the clinic, but they never ask how many testimonials have you published, or how long it takes for your clients to see results. That's really important to ask. Another thing that I want to address is people always come to us and they ask us, when they first find us, they ask us, what kind of supplement do you sell? What kind of product do you sell? And again, we don't sell any supplements. We don't sell any products. People work with us because they want a guidance. They come to us for a guidance. They come to us to get personalized recovery, treatment plan. They also want to get feedback from us and education from us, because we teach different type of classes for clients in a program, and we educate them based on hundreds of questions that other clients have asked us, that we help them understand everything they need to know about their disease and how to reverse it based on our experience reversing it. So that's why we don't sell any supplements, we don't sell any products. And any type of videos that you see we make, for example, if I am eating something, I'm taking something, does not mean that our clients are doing the same thing. Because I'm healthy, I'm in superior health, I do not need to be doing what somebody who's sick needs to be doing. So our recommendations for somebody who has very high inflammation markers or very bad symptoms, a lot of pain and inflammation, they're going to be doing something different than what I'm doing for myself. Does this make sense? Because we like to make a lot of videos, a lot of things we like to try, or healthy foods or snacks, but it does not mean that that's what our clients are doing as well. And that's because somebody reached out to us and said, about that coconut yogurt that I saw you make a video of, and it didn't help me recover. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm eating. Doesn't mean our clients are doing that. Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to address. Another thing is that's really makes me mad is people tell us, they love to tell us that we're all different. If your doctor tells you that we're all different, or your functional doctor tells you, somebody that you're working with right now, that we're all different, we all need completely different things, that cannot be further from the truth when it comes to your cellular nutrition. And if this was true, how did we help our clients in 25 different countries? And you can go through our client testimonials on this page. You'll see some of our clients from Indonesia. They have a different accent. We have some clients who speak Spanish. They didn't even speak any English in our client testimonials. So you can see we have people who live in different countries recover. They have different backgrounds. They have different diagnoses. They have different lifestyles, but they all get the same results, because at the cellular level, our cells are the same. So my skin cells are same as your skin cells under the microscope. When we look under a microscope, our cells are the same. So our cells require the same type of nutrients to be able to repair. So just like if you plant something, if it's not growing, you don't say this plant is different, right? If you plant one type of plant and I plant the same tree, let's say you plant the same tree and I plant the same tree, you're gonna fix the input. You water the tree, you give it the right nutrients, you give it the right environment, and the tree is gonna thrive. The same thing with your body. If you're not getting the output, the results that you want, it's not because you're broken, it's because the inputs are wrong. And oftentimes, it could be just one thing or two things we need to fix. It doesn't mean you have to fix hundreds of things that you're doing wrong that's creating that inflammation, that's preventing you from healing. But oftentimes we see it's the assumptions that people are making about our program, assumptions that they're making about themselves, assumptions that they're making about the disease. That's why they're not recovering. So what we see even with our clients, they could be reading things online. Somebody tells you don't eat this, somebody else tells you to eat that. We help them clarify that. We help you give the answer. What's the truth is for you. So that's why we see the reason why a lot of people are not able to heal is because of what they read online, right? They read online and they make assumptions. If, for example, we had a client who got sick with COVID and we worked with her. She saw in 6 weeks, a lot of her symptoms improved, her digestion improved. And 10 weeks later, she got sick with COVID. This was a few years ago. And she started having diarrhea. And her doctor told her it's the food that you're eating is giving you diarrhea. But she's been eating the same food and she did not have diarrhea for 10 weeks. Why did she start getting diarrhea? We helped her figure out it's because she got sick with COVID. She got diarrhea. The COVID triggered diarrhea for her. And after she recovered from COVID, her diarrhea stopped. But her doctor told her it's a food that you've been eating for 10 weeks is giving you diarrhea. So her own doctor gave her wrong advice and she stopped doing the very thing that helped her recover. That's all because even the doctor gave her wrong advice, telling her that the diet is giving her sick. But it was because she was sick with COVID. Doctor actually did lab testing and she tested positive for COVID. And that's what gave her diarrhea. So that's why if there's symptoms that you did not have before that suddenly appear and you were feeling better, something triggered it. and we help you figure out what it is. Okay, it could be, maybe you got sick with infection, maybe you got sick with viruses, or maybe you started eating something that you thought was, good for you, and that could be the reason. But we help people figure out so they don't make the wrong assumptions, because when you have wrong assumptions, it leads you to take wrong action, which leads you to the wrong plan. That's why it's so important to have a guide to help you not make those assumptions, so you can continue improving your health over time, not getting sicker. Okay, so one thing I wanted to share with you, that's why what I talked about in this video is I talked about my background. I also addressed the question is that people tell you, we're all different, we all need completely different things. We don't believe in that, because our cells are all the same. We need the same type of cellular environment and cellular tools and nutrients to be able to heal. So another thing addressed is about supplements. I talked about that. And so this is what we do. We help you identify what's keeping your symptoms active, what you're doing wrong, oftentimes what you're not doing enough of. Because a lot of people come to us, they eat really healthy, but what are the healthy foods or supplements that you're taking that are keeping you sick without realizing it, or what you don't need to be taking? They're actually slowing down your progress. We also teach you how to create immune cells that no longer destroy your tissues. And we also how to create healthy cells that help you repair your body. And then we educate you how to create exact internal environment your body needs to heal. So we provide a lot of education for clients, not just personal feedback and support. So that's why most people get completely wrong. The ones who tell you that we're all different, we need different things. One of the biggest reasons people stay stuck is at the cellular level. Your body does not need something special or unique. Your cells require the same nutrients to be able to repair, regardless of your diagnosis, your genetics, or where you live. Because again, we help people who live in 25 different countries. And that's why we have consultations with our clients to see if you're somebody we can help. If we feel like we cannot help you, we'll let you know that. Okay, that's for your own best interest. If we decided not to work together, is because we believe you're somebody who's not going to be able to recover or with a process. Okay, so what I wanted to share with you is a client who we had a client 23 days. She's a registered nurse, and this is exactly what she told us. And we have a screenshot of what she posted in a client community, and we have a video with her as well. She said, my arthritis pain in my fingers, which limited my ability to work as a pulmonology and gastroenterology registered nurse, is now completely gone. So her arthritis pain in her fingers was completely gone. I went back to work after being on sick leave on light duty, and I was able to spike IV medications, open mats, and carry, pull, and push equipment. And she was not able to do that without having pain. She's a registered nurse. She used to cry in the restroom during shifts because of how bad it was. She had Sjogren's disease, and she was getting worse every day. But day 2, she told us, when we worked together, digestion started improving. By day 15, symptoms dropped from 10 out of 10 to 2 out of 10. And by day 21, all pain was gone. And we have a screenshot where she posted this exact same thing that I'm reading to you right now in a client community. So we can share that with you. We also have a video where she shared everything that she was dealing with and how it improved for her. And she also had dry eyes, saliva came back, and she got better so much faster. But we already published so many different case studies about that. So if you're watching this video, let me know what questions you have for me. Okay, so that's what we do is different. We focus on restoring proper cellular function. We help the immune system get the signals it actually needs, so it stops destroying healthy tissues. We're not just managing symptoms. We're not doing this forever. We're helping your body correct itself. So that's why our results speak for themselves. People who have been struggling for years, sometimes decades, they start seeing real change in weeks when they work with us personally, one-on-one. Because there's a lot of people who never worked with us, but they read something online, they assume, a program is about this, they try it on their own, they think, it didn't work for them because it didn't actually work with us. So that's why you can go through our past videos on this channel. We have a highlight on a playlist to see I think there's over 500 client testimonials that we published, different cases and the type of improvements and results our clients have seen working with us. So if you have any questions for me, the best way is to reach out to our email, viktoriyaandoksana@gmail.com. And our assistant who works with us, she's going to give you more information. So reach out to viktoriyaandoksana@gmail.com, and our assistant Mia, who works with us, will get back to you with more information and any questions you might have. So that's why your health is a result of how well your cells are working. So if you have amazing health, you're gonna have long hair. So I cut my own hair, and my bangs grow so fast that I can't even cut my hair because they already grew. And even though I cut them just a few weeks ago, and so you're gonna have long, thick hair. Like my sister made videos how our hair is real. We don't have any extensions on the hair. And if you watch it here, you can see there's no extension. So if I turn my hair like this, there's no extension. This is my real hair. And I used to actually have really short hair. And I have a photo of my hair. If you would like to get a guide on how to have long hair, in that guide, we talk about some of the things that cause hair loss. And so you can see we had a client who had alopecia, their hair regrew. So if you would like to get a guide, you can send us an email how to grow healthy hair. But I used to have hair this short. That's how short it was over a decade ago. And that's how much it grew, even though I'm more than a decade older. And then you're gonna have nice glow skin. So you can see I don't have any filter on this. It's a real video I'm sharing with you right now. You're gonna have healthy skin. And I used to have a lot of acne on my skin that healed as well. So your nails gonna grow, you're gonna have a lot of energy, and you're not gonna be getting sicker as much as other people. So if you see family and your members, they're getting sick with flu a few times a year, once a year, you're gonna be more resistant to infections and viruses as well. That's how you know you have the best immune system that's doing what it's supposed to be doing. You're going to be able to recover from flu faster. So that's what some of our clients have seen as well, who was sick with COVID. And I do have a meeting coming up. I do have to finish this video. So thanks so much for joining. And if you have any questions, send us an email.